Hey, I'm Chris, first-time dad, diaper mule, and the guy currently losing a fight with a crib assembly manual. My wife Denae and I were doing our best to get ready for twin boys, and then, well, things changed. But let's rewind a second. Yup, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. When we found out we were having twins, it felt like the world exploded, in the best but yet most terrifying way. We were prepping the nursery, painting walls, folding onesies, and then they decided to show up early. Really early. At just 22 weeks and 4 days, our boys were born and taken straight into the NICU, and that's where the story really begins. We had a plan, you know? The kind you write down in a baby app at 12 weeks and feel really good about. Double everything. Warm neutral tones because we thought we were being aesthetic. We even had a spreadsheet, because of course we did. I watched like 3 Twin Dad Survival Guide YouTube videos. We were ready, or at least we thought we were. But then, at just 22 weeks and 4 days, mid-pregnancy, Denae went into labor. We weren't even done setting up the room. One day we were building a nursery, the next day we were in the NICU hoping they'd make it through the night. And just like that, the whole story changed. I'll never forget the first time I saw them. They were so small, so fragile, barely over a pound each. Skin translucent, their eyes not even open yet. There was no crying, no soft lullaby moment, just beeping, tubes, and this overwhelming mix of fear and love. And if that wasn't enough, we lived 2.5 hours away from the hospital. Every visit meant hours on the road, waking up before sunrise, getting home after dark, splitting time between the NICU and the nursery we barely finished building. This wasn't the start we imagined, but it's the one that we've been given, and we're holding on. One day, 1 mile, and 1 miracle at a time. Living 2.5 hours away meant that every day felt like a marathon, but every moment was worth it. We'd wake up early, drive through whatever weather, and go to the NICU. At first, we couldn't even hold them. The boys were so tiny and fragile that the doctor said we had to wait. This was one of the hardest parts for Denae, wanting to hold your baby, but only being able to touch him for a few minutes while they were doing cares. When the doctors finally said that we could hold them, it was a moment we waited for with hope and fear all tangled together. Every grand gain, every tiny improvement was a reason to celebrate. The NICU routine was exhausting, emotional, and sometimes heartbreaking, but it's where our boys were fighting to get stronger. All in all, we were learning patience, hope, and the true meaning of strength. One day, we'll bring these boys home. The NICU journey isn't just one story. It's 1,000 small moments, some full of hope, others full of fear. There were days when alarms went off and nothing felt right, when the weight didn't budge and hope felt far away. Those were the hardest days, when you feel powerless, but you still have to stay strong. But there were also good days, days when the boys took a tiny step forward, maybe a little extra weight or a breath without support. It's those small wins that kept us going. Every smile, every milestone, it was a reminder why we fight. This journey's hard, but with every bad day, there's also a good day waiting, and that's what keeps us moving forward, together, as a family. So yeah, we've got diapers the size of small cars, a nursery that's seen more unfinished projects than I care to admit, and 2 tiny fighters who are already teaching us what patience really means. Honestly, if anyone needs me, I'll be Googling how to survive on 0 sleep, endless spit up, and living 2.5 hours away from the NICU. Spoiler alert, still figuring it out. But every day's worth it, even the ones where I'm not sure if I'm crying or just leaking from exhaustion. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We're just getting started, and we'd love for you to stick around, because with our boys, every day brings a new story. Alright, I should probably go build that changing table before it starts building itself.